Hello class, this is part 2 of the additional problems from section 2.5. If you look at number 7, this one is a trickier problem, right? Because I have parentheses that I want to get rid of first. So again, think of this as solving an equation. I know this is an inequality, but pretend this is an equal sign just for a moment. And let's go through the steps that we would normally go through to solve an equation. All right, so I'm going to keep the 5x. Nothing's going to change here. 5x is still 5x, but I want to distribute this negative 7 to get negative 7 times x is negative 7x, and negative 7 times 1 is negative 7, and nothing changes on this side, right? Next, combine like terms where we can, right? So we have a 5x and a negative 7x. If I put that together, I'm left with negative 2x minus 7, and the inequality still stays the way it was, and the negative 9 comes down. Now, to get rid of this negative 7, because the goal here is to get x on one side and constants or numbers on one side, I add 7 to both sides, so I'm left with negative 2x, right, because this equals 0, is greater than or equal to, let's see, negative 9 plus 7 is negative 2. And then if we divide both sides by negative 2, now you have to be careful. When you divide by a negative, when you divide an inequality by a negative, you have to change the direction of the sign. So now we're left with positive 1, right? Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1, which is 1x or x. And we change the direction of the sign because we divide by a negative. So we're left with x is less than or equal to 1. But remember, this is two parts to this assignment. We also have to graph this, right? So, again, bear with me. I'm writing on a tablet, which is a nightmare, as you might imagine. So x is less than or equal to 1, so I'll do a few numbers to each side of 1. Right, maybe something like this. Okay, so x is going to be smaller. Remember, the inequality always points to the smaller value. So if 1 is the bigger value, everything to the left of 1 is smaller, and it's a closed dot because there's that little equal sign on the bottom. Right, so x is less than or equal. Looks something like that. Okay. Thank you for watching. Let's do one more problem. Let's look at one more problem. This is number 9 on the additional problems handout. Let me just get my pencil ready. Okay, so again, first thing we want to do is distribute the negative 3 to get rid of the parentheses. So I'm left with negative 6x plus 15 is less than or equal to x minus 13. And okay, so it looks like I have x's on both sides and I have numbers on both sides. So I want to get the x's to one side. So maybe I would subtract x from both sides, right? You could have also added 6x to both sides. Either way would work. Or you could subtract 15 from both sides. You don't have to do it the exact way I'm doing this. So I'm left with negative 7x plus 15 is less than or equal to negative 13. Now we have x almost by itself, right? If I can subtract 15 from both sides, let's see what we get. I have negative 7x is less than or equal to, what is that, negative 28? And then again, I have to divide by a negative. So that means I have to change the direction of the inequality to get something that looks like that. And we do have to graph this thing. So maybe I'll put a 4 here, and hopefully your graph will look neater than mine. I'm writing with the stylus, and I am not good at it, drawing directly on my monitor. Again, because of the equal sign, it's a closed dot at 4, and then we just have to figure which way do we have to go. X is bigger than 4. Remember, this always closes on the bigger value and points to the smaller. So x is everything that's bigger. So that looks something like that. Okay, that's part two. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching.